Yeah, and really it is.
I mean,
One
look at
musician here
Mortias.
even,
He does
uh,
slapped by an old lady with her purse for crying out loud.
oh, we got a YouTube video made of us by someone that really hates us, I think, as a band, and they're from the rich neighborhood that thinks that
Oh God,
they
yeah.
they think they're all that, and they really have nothing better to do with their time because their parents give them all that money. Um, but when he made that video, it was actually a decent concert video, and we had people saying, "Wow, that's a good concert" based on their video. So I decided, since they don't own the rights to the video by any means, I decided, since it's legal, why not actually take the code from YouTube, cut off the shit talk at the beginning and the end, and re-upload it with a better name. And I did. I think you may have seen that one on Reverb Nation. It's because you asked me if we used face paint after I gave you that URL.
Yeah, I did. I asked you about that. It's like you still use it, or
Oh yeah, I do. And like I said, you gotta maintain the correct attitude. And I think you saw that show video, if I'm not mistaken, or at least some of it.
yeah, I did actually.
Yeah, that was the video they tried to use to insult us, and we just re-uploaded it.
Just to piss him off even more.
Well, to piss them off and to see that they made a decent video of us that is actually helping us. That wasn't a bad show. It was obvious the bassist and drummer were fill in, but you give people a show. When you go to black metal, you want to see the band. Most people don't give two shits if it sounds awful, and we still sounded okay considering that drummer joined 6 hours before the concert and that bassist joined within 5 minutes of the other band.
Yeah, because they're just getting used to that stuff. It's like,
Oh yeah, and that was our guitarist's first show ever, and that was mine as well. I didn't think it was awful by any means. It had a few flaws, but everyone's got something to work on.
yeah, it's just like any other band, I guess. They all had flaws in the beginning.
Oh yeah, and for a band that's 11 months old, we're not doing bad by any means. And as I keep, you if you ask for something, I will usually give you a link on the internet for most people because the web is getting huge for music. But most people don't realize MySpace is not the only thing you use. That's why I showed you Reverb Nation. That's actually our biggest source of tracking fans and getting fans to an extent is simpler through that because we just it has its own radio type player. It's not as good as Wolfhound because it's an auto DJ, but it'll play the bigger bands in the local scene. We're currently number 3, and I can see that going up by far in the near future if fans continue to go to us. But I also think a lot of people are not going to accept the real deal being played in their city. I was even told that by one of our fans at the show. He said, and he even told me, don't play at that venue again. They didn't like you because I could tell they were scared. They were expecting some hot topic poser garbage, and they got the real deal. And then they were disappointed that they got the real deal.
Yeah, it's really stupid, I find, in some ways, the way how they judge us like that. I mean, who needs those posers anyway? It's like, if you want the real deal, you come to us. I mean, come on.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's funny that they go, oh, look at that, and then they see it actually happen, and then they freak out. But we keep in touch with this band called Vital Malice, a local thrash band, and they said personally if I saw emos running, I would find it a great deal of good to have lost an emo fan because I don't like emos, and I personally don't like emos either. I think it's pathetic that rich kids sit there and cry about their lives when they have everything.
Like, and look at people like us where we bust our ass every day and actually do something with our lives, and we actually have to get it ourselves, you know.
Oh yeah, even I feel bad about slacking off sometimes, but I guess it's better than crying and blaming someone else for it.
Off too, but at least I have a reason to, At least I actually do some work.
Yeah, I'm just finishing up my semester of community college. I'm not smart enough to just get into a university, or I am more like I'm too ADD. But I'm finishing up. I was sick for 2 months. I even had the doctor write a note because I had to withdraw one of my classes, but I'm still finishing this one. I don't want to just lose it. I have that there, and Americans complain about getting surpassed in other countries when they aren't getting the education or doing the work. I personally find it sad that fat, lazy white people complain about Mexicans taking their jobs when, no offense to them, but the Mexicans are working harder.
Yeah, exactly. At least they actually do their work. Unlike the Americans, sadly enough, they don't do nothing. All they do is complain, complain, complain. No offense.
Oh, continue.
Well, anyways, I think it's almost time for the interview to be over here.
Oh, okay. It was good to be on, and I hope your show prospers through this and the other interviews you are getting, and the great music you play.
Yeah, thanks, and I hope you guys do well also with your band, and I will definitely be playing more of your stuff on my show for sure.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. And thanks for the signed CD and everything there.
Oh, no problem. Hey, you asked for it, right?
You gotta ask, ask and you should receive.
Right, if you don't ask, it doesn't hurt to ask. You don't ask, you can't get what you ask for.
Exactly. And anyways, this interview is over, and I hope every one of you enjoyed it. This is DJ Mephisto 666 live at Wolfhound Radio with the singer Don Beverett of Dethcentrik, and I hope you enjoyed. So have a good night and have fun listening to the rest of the show. See you later.